Management of maize lethal necrosis disease, or MLN. Natural and engineered genetic resistance provide a very successful approach to managing viral diseases. However, with respect to natural genetic resistance, massive screens of commercial hybrids and thousands of maize lines reported high risk of susceptibility to MLN. Only few lines were moderately resistant. Several efforts are underway to identify and characterize maize resistance to maize chlorotic mottle virus and sugarcane mosaic virus, the main viruses that cause MLN, led by Kenya Agricultural, Livestock and Research Organization, KALRO, and CIMMYT. This effort is supported by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the National Research Fund. Farm and crop management in the presence of maize lethal necrosis varies. For example, when the crop is affected, the following should be done to maintain or to minimize further damage and spread of MLN. 1. Observe good field sanitation to minimize mechanical spread of MLN. 2. Uproot and dispose any infected plant as soon as it is seen in the farm. 3. Do not mix maize coming or produced from diseased field with that from a clean field. 4. Control disease vectors with appropriate insecticides. 5. Avoid movement of green maize from infected regions to disease-free areas. MLN is more pronounced during drought season, so where rainfall is inadequate, do irrigation wherever possible. 7. Adopt maize varieties resilient to climate change and use recommended varieties for the area based on the agroecological zone. The best practices that you need to do to avoid MLN are suggested as follows. 1. Do early land preparation to expose soil-borne pests to heat and enable early planting. 2. Plant high-quality seeds, and if possible, plant only certified seeds. In case of local varieties, seeds from infected maize plants should be avoided because they may have a seed transmission rate of up to 100%. Select only healthy seeds and dress them with all the recommended insecticides and fungicides. 3. Plant only those varieties that are recommended for your area, and if possible, varieties that are tolerant to MLN. 4. Plant early to take advantage of rains and to ensure the crop is well established before the vectors build up. At least plant 2 weeks before rains in the dry areas and at the onset of rains in the high rainfall areas. This will ensure the crop has sufficient moisture at the critical stages of growth. 5. Practice early weeding. Weeds compete with maize and also acts as alternative hosts to disease, virus, and vectors. Maize fields should be kept free of weeds all the time. 6. Do regularly scout for vectors, and when need be, use the correct and the recommended insecticides and fungicides on your farm. 7. Keep grasses, including Napier grass, at a distance from the maize field. 8. Avoid replanting, that is, planting maize at different stages all the time to minimize disease buildup. Observe close seasons. For example, plant during long rains and skip the short rains to break the disease cycle. 9. Crop rotate maize with non-cereals to break the disease and vector cycles. Crop rotation could reduce the prevalence and delay infection. However, you'll notice in most parts of Africa, maize is grown all year round during the rainy seasons, underscoring the need to develop integrated pest and disease management strategies that slow the spread of pests and diseases, including those that cause MLN. 10. Practice crop diversification as a fallback plan in case the maize fails. 11. Strengthen the regulatory agencies by government, especially at border points, to reduce the risk of importing contaminated seed into the country. 12. Grow maize on fertile, well-drained soils. A pH of 5 to 7 is ideal. Perform regular soil analysis to determine the pH and fertility levels. And 13. Add lime on acidic soils to control the pH. Always keep the soil fertile by applying the correct and the recommended fertilizers and farmyard manure.